Welcome back. I know where this is heading, and I really don't want to continue. But it's what happens after. Well, that I'm really curious about. Oh well. Natsuki's about to come up. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't worry. They're definitely gonna have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spent only a few minutes back home anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let know she's in front of the door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Hello! Sup? Ugh, sorry. Frog in my throat. Something other than school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. I like the uniforms. Jeez, don't make me feel awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. Yeah, sure. Invite yourself into my own home. But see, you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki's carrying a large bag that's probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. I brought everything I asked. You bought everything I asked, right? Yeah, I did. Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients. If I didn't already, I'll have them at home. Good. I'm glad I could count on you to do your part. Okay, I'm surprised to hear Natsuki say that rather than say something snarky like she usually does. Could it be she is a little different outside of school after all? Let's go to the kitchen. Wait, you're not gonna offer to take this heavy bag away from me? Waste your hospitality. Come on, since when did I need to be a gentleman? Grab the bag next to me, hold on. It's ridiculously heavy. I carried that bag all the way here. Are you impressed? Yeah, she's strong. Foreshadowing what's to come, I assume. Really impressed. Seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Wow, violence. Size has nothing to do with it. You really hate being small that much? It's not like I hate it. I mean, shorter people have a longer lifespan on average. That's apparently a fact. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think that you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. Like how to properly crack an egg. I don't know. You're more funny when you speak your mind like that. You are treating me like a kid. I mean, you look like you're 12. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a matured, sexy figure like Yuri, doesn't mean you shouldn't treat me like... Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. She's image conscious. Didn't say anything. I should apologize. I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. Should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then maybe you know that there are tons of guys who are into... Fucking hell. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this. God damn it. Yeah, they're the type of people who play visual novels. Gross. Was that to me? Who else? And just get started. Let's get started already. You get all sour when girls call you gross. Finally found your weakness. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied for now, so I'll finally start pulling things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the kitchen is a mess. Well, due to flowers, spilled foods, the plastic bags are strewn about on every countertop. Fucking probably dispose of that shit. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Where did you put all the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon. I need to fill the trays. I think they're still in the bag next to the table. What are you using for? Color of the batter, of course. Making each tray color different. Make each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. That's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? Well, since you're asking me, I really don't have a preference, so... Come on, you're not putting any heart into this at all. Can you at least try to have fun? Well, the act of baking is kind of fun. Not sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of coloring into each. That does look pretty cool. It's like chemistry, man. It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth in the end. Just looking at it makes everyone's eyes light up. I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes, and Sayori and Monika delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Maybe we will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you're completely finished mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. Use the electric mixer for the batter. I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. The icing is all lumpy. Are you even trying? It's just taking a little long. Jeez. We'll be here all night if you do it like that. Also, very brave of her to wear a white shirt and using food coloring. As he grabs the bowl from the whisk in the other hand to tilt the bowl backwards, you really need to beat the crap out of it. The consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. Reluctantly, I do the same. Suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing. You're forgetting who did all the work. Trying to inch my finger towards... Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. Ugh. Getting violent. Holy shit. I'd like to see you try. I push harder enough for my finger to reach the icing. Triumphantly scoop one more. And tug with all my... The force enough caused me to make stumble in return. What happened? Wait. Making her stumble in return. Got it on my face. Whose fault is that? It's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Wipes it off with her finger before shoving it finger towards my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist before my hand. Natsuki tries to use her hand to fight back, but I grab one as well. Jesus, that looks very questionable. Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. Sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. Okay. I think I like Yudi's situation a bit more. You know, with the knife and the blood. It's a bit more morbid. This is playful. Also, apparently we're wearing a black shirt. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, picking the icing off. What? Did you seriously just... I can't figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. You really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me, just like that? How did the moon turn so quickly? Natsuki glazes at me inside. I notice her shallow breasts. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Well, how about you let go of her arms first? Fire alarm goes off. Rushes over to the... Something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here. How can you make a simple mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets on the stovetop. Yeah, where are the parents? Where's, like, the MC's parents? Overhead, but the moment has already been lost. I watch Natsuki slide the cupcake into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing has ever happened. Ah, it smells so good. Let's see. The cupcake's ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look how cute they all are. It proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought the decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. What's this one for? Much thinner than... That one's really thin. You can only make stripes or patterns, but you can also write stuff on a cake, like happy birthday or whatever. It gives me an idea. Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each cupcake. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on the word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually really... Well, you're just admitting that it was a good idea. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. You are cute. You're adorable. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this. Well, that's pretty judgmental. Very shallow to judge someone based on their appearance. Anyway, where were we? Just do the icing. Yeah, let's just do the icing already. I'll show you how to do it without giving me a chance to think before Natsuki quickly moves on. Shows me how to apply the icing and then we get to work. Can you show me a picture of the cupcake at least? Come on. Look how pretty they are. Yeah, they are. Aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. But yeah, but Dad's making dinner tonight and I really need to save my appetite. Sayoda's the exact opposite in that regard. If she were here, she'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner. Well, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. The hell? Why is he force-feeding his daughter? Jesus. Where was I? I was hoping we could have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. Well, that's interesting. She blames you for everything. Meanwhile, Yuri, blames herself for not being... Yeah. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori carry some each, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish I could... I wish she would listen to me more the way you... yeah. I think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so hopeless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point, she felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is ready to leave. Feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get close to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. What you said about before, not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking could be like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over any time, okay? I think that, if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere. Do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Sure, why not? I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave you so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you do, so... Whoa. Wait, Natsuki's standing me inches from me like... Her fingers gently clutch the side of my shirt as if holding on to me. Rose-colored cheeks matching eyes fill my vision along with her starry parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to feel dizzy as I feel her stop breathe against me. I felt it for a while now. Sayori. Hi Marlowe. Oh boy, this is probably the worst timing. Just no, we weren't. It's okay, Marlowe. Just stopped by to say hi again. Well, you should have come a bit earlier. I'm already on my way out, so that's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat the cupcakes before then. Later! Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off, and Sayori waves goodbye. I thought you didn't want to come over today. Haha, well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Oh no. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Yeah, it's jealousy. I guess it's I don't know what data it is. Just so much better if you could just disappear. It's true, Marlowe. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you is like this isn't the burden of your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So, even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. Sure, I'm scared. Really scared. What are you scared of? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Oh no. It's true, isn't it? That I was weak and I started to like you too much. I did this to myself. I like you so much that I want to die. Oh. Foreshadowing. That's how I feel, and I guess there's no avoiding it. I don't want to hurt anyone. I slide my hand down and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember what I said? I always know what's best for you. Do you still believe me? Even if you don't understand all your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Last time I did I love you, but I think either way you'll end up with the bad ending. There's only one ending to this. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me, I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll get things back to where they were. I see. Forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Huh. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sayori, it's okay. It's just my punishment, remember, for being so selfish. You overthink things, man. No, you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. The other thing, you're also right that I just wanted to go back the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So, Sayori spirals. All of a sudden she turns around, drops to her knees. Clutching her head with, oh no. Flashes me one more weak smile. And running. Wait. Why do I feel so horrible about this? There's nothing more I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having much trouble understanding Sayori's feeling as she is. even though I can comfort her. I keep wondering if I should do something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to have to give everything I got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend. Oh boy. I guess I should put a content warning. Content warning. Scenes of suicide. Of all the days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself, carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over than I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Oh boy, it's eerily quiet. Must be the ones prepared. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. Surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, maybe she overslept. That dummy. You think that a day on as important as this, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. Suddenly I feel an awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Marlowe. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning. Yeah. Literally, yeah. You know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession. Fuck. Makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Is being friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. One of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. I thought so too. Flip through the pages. Each poem is printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki and Yu's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. Flip to Sayori's poem. It's different from the ones she practiced. Oh boy. Get out of my head. It's called Percent. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. What's this? A bit of pit in my stomach. What's wrong? This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's ever written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori. So, well, alright. Try not to take too long. Don't strain yourself. But what happened last time? It was like, you say you love her, but she's... Wait, even simple gesture walking, really... Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same and they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. Reached Sayori's house, knocked on the door. Didn't expect an answer. She's not picking up her phone. But where are her parents? I guess they're out working. But they would have noticed that she didn't come down for breakfast. Oh yeah, content warning. Depictions of death and suicide. I can't believe I ended up doing this. On room. Isn't that more what a boyfriend? In any case, it just feels right. Sayori, wake up, dummy. Kind of, it is a breach of privacy. Let me open the door. Oh, Jesus. This is... That's the second time I've seen this, but it's still so unnerving. What the fuck? An exception has occurred. That's the same text that, yeah. What the hell? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. Suppress the urge to vomit. Just yesterday I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would you do this? How could it be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? That has to be what pushed her over the edge. Her agonizing scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted most out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some sort of game where I can reset and try something different. If only I had a yeah, that's true, because I went back and hard reset, deleted everything and reinstalled the game. I only had one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Fuck, dude. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. Never, 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 never. And that's the end. Except it isn't. Holy shit, this episode went over time. And now she's all messed up. Well, rest in peace. Sayuri, that's it. I forgot her name for a second there. How dare I? Fuck! It seems like no matter the choices you make, it always ends up the same. But but what happens if you confess your love to her? I think she gets overwhelmed by happiness and then kills herself. It's weird. I really don't know how to explain it. Well, anyway, I'm gonna call it an episode here. I'm gonna keep going because I really want to see what other kind of fucked up shit does this game have to offer. So until then, I can't even bring myself to say have a good day because this is just depressing. Well, I'll see you next time.